There is a law that never fails, a law as unchanging as gravity, as certain as the sunrise. It is the law of prosperity, and today you will awaken to it as if a door has been flung open before you. Prosperity is not distant. It is not reserved for a chosen few. It is the rightful inheritance of every soul who dares to believe, to speak, and to command it into being. Too many wander in circles, waiting for opportunity to knock, when all the while the power to summon it rests on their own tongue. The spoken word, clear, unwavering, and faith-filled, is the unseen magnet that draws clients, customers, and resources to you. Say it with conviction. Divine abundance flows through me now. Clients appear easily. Money comes in perfect ways. Not tomorrow. Not someday, now. Fear is the thief of wealth, the silent saboteur of opportunity. Cast it out. The moment you replace fear with faith, the flow begins. You will find that new clients call unexpectedly, offers arrive without strain, and sales multiply as if an invisible river has been redirected toward you. But hear this truth, your command must be steady. A double-minded declaration, today in faith and tomorrow in doubt, builds nothing. When you speak prosperity, stand by your word as if it were already accomplished. That is the secret of the instant command. Release every thought of lack. Let go of the worn-out story that says success is for others. Abundance answers to those who believe they deserve it. The old patterns of scarcity crumble the moment you refuse to think or speak them again. Gratitude seals your command. Give thanks not merely for what you have seen, but for what you have spoken and know is already on its way. Gratitude in advance is the key that opens the storehouse of supply. And act. Do not sit still waiting for a miracle to land in your lap. Take inspired steps, make the call, write the proposal, extend your hand. As you move, the unseen law moves with you. If there seems to be a delay, rejoice instead of despair. The law is at work even in the unseen. Every moment of waiting is preparation for a richer harvest. And so I say to you today, stand tall, speak boldly, and command the good that is yours by divine right. Let your words be like a trumpet, declaring, prosperity is here. My path is open. Clients come easily. Money flows freely. All that I need arrives in perfect time and perfect ways. Hold this command, live in it, walk in it. The universe responds to the clear, fearless voice, and when you speak as one who knows, truly knows, that prosperity is present now, you will see the gates of increase swing wide, and your life, your work, and your income will multiply beyond measure. Today, you unlock the prosperity command. Speak it, believe it, act as if it is already done, and watch the instant flow of clients, opportunities, and wealth rush in to meet you. The divine law of prosperity is a constant, unchanging force, much like the law of gravity or the rising of the sun. It does not depend on the economy, your current circumstances, or the opinions of others. It operates quietly yet powerfully, responding to the thoughts, words, and beliefs you hold in your heart. Many live unaware of this law, believing that wealth and success are determined by chance, connections, or hard labor alone. Yet the truth is that prosperity flows most easily when you come into harmony with this higher principle. This law works as an invisible current of abundance, ever seeking expression in your life. It responds to your inner state, what you believe you deserve and what you confidently expect. When your thoughts are filled with fear, doubt, and lack, you send out signals that repel opportunities and resources. But when you align with faith, expectancy, and gratitude, you tune into the very frequency that draws supply to you. Your words carry immense creative power within this law. To speak in harmony with prosperity is to activate it, to give it a channel to flow through you. Every declaration of lack or struggle blocks the current, while every bold and faith-filled command of abundance clears the way for it to move. The law does not judge, It simply mirrors what you broadcast. The divine law of prosperity has no seasons of dormancy. It is as present in times of apparent difficulty as in times of great success. The moment you recognize and trust it, you step into a river of unending supply. It waits only for your recognition and your agreement with it, ready to transform thought into experience and command into visible manifestation. Your spoken word is not merely sound carried into the air. It is a creative force that shapes the unseen and calls it into form. Words are the vibrational command through which ideas, desires, and faith take shape in the physical world. Every time you speak, you either open doors for abundance or close them. You either affirm the flow of prosperity or reinforce the barriers of lack. The universe responds to the frequency and conviction behind your words, for they reveal the true state of your inner belief. When you speak with clarity and faith, you set in motion an invisible chain of events. It is as if your words go forth as builders, shaping circumstances, inspiring people, arranging opportunities, and aligning resources to fulfill what you have declared. A hesitant or fearful word sends out a broken signal, but a confident, deliberate declaration becomes a powerful command that draws to you the very things you affirm. This power works regardless of whether you are aware of it. Many people unknowingly sabotage their progress by continually speaking words of defeat, lack, or struggle, and then wonder why their lives mirror those conditions. To change your world, you must first change your words. Begin to declare what you desire as though it were already accomplished. Speak life to your business, clients, finances, and opportunities. Your words carry authority when they are consistent with unwavering faith. The spoken word is most potent when combined with belief and expectation. It is not enough to say the right phrases mechanically. The spirit behind the words must be alive with conviction. When you speak as one who knows the law responds, you activate that law. Your words become a living force, moving unseen energy into visible form and transforming your reality. Faith is the true driving force behind prosperity, for it anchors the mind in certainty while dissolving the paralyzing grip of fear. Fear is a constricting energy that shuts doors, clouds judgment, and keeps opportunities at bay. It whispers that there will never be enough, that success is too far out of reach, and that every effort will fail. As long as fear governs your decisions and words, the flow of abundance remains obstructed, like a river blocked by stones. Faith, on the other hand, is expansive. It opens the heart and the mind to the unseen supply that is always available. Faith believes in the presence of opportunities even when they are not visible. It expects increase even in the face of apparent lack. This expectancy acts as a powerful magnet, drawing in clients, resources, ideas, and financial gain. Faith shifts focus away from limitations and directs it toward possibilities, allowing the divine law of prosperity to operate freely. When faith takes the place of fear, your actions become bold and inspired. You no longer hesitate or shrink back in uncertainty. You begin to take steps that align with your spoken declarations, trusting that each move will be supported by the unseen forces working in your favor. Faith generates momentum because it fuels hope and determination, while fear drains energy and breeds inaction. This inner shift transforms the very atmosphere around you. Opportunities that once seemed distant begin to appear naturally. People respond differently to one who carries unshakable faith, for it radiates confidence and assurance. The moment you choose to let faith become your engine, prosperity starts to flow more freely. Fear weakens your command, but faith empowers it, turning your words and actions into channels through which abundance can manifest. The prosperity command is not a complicated formula hidden behind rituals or secret knowledge. It is simple in nature, yet requires a steadfast heart to obey it. This command operates through the alignment of your thoughts, words, and actions with the unwavering truth that abundance is your divine inheritance. Simplicity does not mean it is effortless, for the greatest challenge lies in remaining consistent, especially when circumstances appear contrary to your declaration. Obedience to this command means refusing to let doubt or fear dictate your speech or decisions. It calls for discipline in the words you choose, ensuring that every utterance affirms increase rather than lack. Many people start with strong declarations of prosperity, but falter when results do not appear instantly, allowing worry to creep in and cancel the command they have given. The law of prosperity responds to unwavering direction, not to wavering emotions. To obey this command is to hold fast to your declaration, as though it were already fulfilled. It is the steady practice of speaking faith even when evidence is scarce, of maintaining gratitude even before the harvest is visible. The command itself is simple: declare prosperity boldly, believe it fully, and act in harmony with what you have spoken. The obedience required is in staying the course without contradiction. This discipline transforms your inner life, for it replaces reactive words with purposeful speech and idle doubts with focused belief. As you continue to honor the command, you train your mind to align with abundance rather than scarcity. Over time, your consistent obedience creates a magnetic field around your life that attracts clients, opportunities, and resources with greater ease. The simplicity of the command is its power, but its true results belong only to those who obey it with unwavering faith. You attract what you announce because every word you speak is a signal you send into the world, a declaration that shapes the circumstances around you. Your announcements are not empty sounds. They are seeds planted in the soil of the unseen, destined to bear fruit in your experience. When you speak of abundance, clients, and opportunities as if they are already present, you call them forth. When you speak of struggle, delay, or lack, you unknowingly invite more of the same into your life. The universe responds to the frequency of your words. They carry the energy of your beliefs, revealing what you truly expect. A person who announces success with conviction opens doors that might otherwise remain closed. Their words create an atmosphere of expectation that draws people, resources, and ideas aligned with their declarations. On the other hand, constant complaints and fearful statements reinforce limitation, shutting down the channels of supply. This principle calls for great awareness in your daily speech. It is easy to speak carelessly, to say things out of habit that contradict your desires. Each casual remark of lack or defeat weakens the magnetic pull of your positive commands. To live in harmony with this truth, you must train yourself to speak only what you wish to experience, announcing it boldly and consistently. Your announcements shape not just external events, but also your own inner state. When you declare abundance, you align your thoughts and emotions with that reality, becoming a fit vessel for prosperity to flow. People are drawn to those whose words carry certainty and vision. By announcing your success and opportunities with unwavering faith, you set in motion the forces that bring them to pass, proving again that your spoken word attracts what you boldly proclaim. To experience true increase, you must release the old beliefs that have long stood as invisible walls between you and abundance. Many people hold on to ideas formed in childhood, shaped by family struggles, cultural conditioning, or past disappointments. These beliefs whisper that wealth is scarce, that success is for others, or that wanting more is somehow wrong. Such thoughts become inner chains, quietly sabotaging efforts and keeping the flow of prosperity from reaching you. Releasing these beliefs is not merely a mental exercise. It is a conscious decision to let go of the stories that no longer serve you. Each limiting thought is like a closed door, and as long as it remains, opportunities cannot enter. Recognizing these patterns is the first step. Often they appear as recurring fears: fear of failure, fear of not being worthy, fear of being judged for desiring abundance. When you identify them, you strip them of their hidden power. This release is an act of faith. It requires trusting that the law of prosperity operates without restriction when the mind is free of old burdens. You do not have to fight the old beliefs or dwell on how they were formed. You only need to replace them with new, life-giving truths. Begin to affirm that abundance is your natural state, that success blesses both you and others, and that opportunities are endless and ever present. As you let go of these restrictive ideas, you create space for fresh inspiration and unexpected provision. New clients, resources, and solutions often appear as if they were waiting for you to make room. Holding on to the old blocks the flow, releasing it opens the gates. The moment you surrender outdated beliefs, you align yourself with increase and allow prosperity to move freely into every area of your life. The power of expectant gratitude lies in its ability to transform the atmosphere around you and open the way for abundance to flow. Gratitude is more than polite thanks for what you already have. It is a living, vibrant energy that signals trust in the unseen supply. When you give thanks in advance for the success, clients, opportunities, and financial increase you desire, you demonstrate faith that they are already on their way. This expectation combined with gratitude becomes a magnetic force that draws prosperity toward you. Many approach gratitude only after they receive something, but true expectant gratitude is different. It is a declaration that you believe the universe, guided by divine law, is already fulfilling your needs. By expressing thanks before the visible results appear, you shift your focus from lack to abundance. This shift changes your attitude, lifts your energy, and prepares you to receive what you have asked for. Expectant gratitude also transforms how you handle challenges. Instead of seeing obstacles as proof of delay or denial, you can give thanks that even these moments are part of the path to greater increase. Gratitude in such times keeps your heart open and your faith strong, preventing you from falling into discouragement or doubt. It keeps the channel of prosperity clear and flowing. When you practice gratitude with expectation, you begin to notice opportunities that you might have overlooked before. You attract people who respond to your positive energy, and circumstances align more smoothly to support your goals. Each word of thanks affirms that your good is not only possible but certain. The combination of gratitude and expectation accelerates the manifestation of abundance, making you a willing and ready recipient of the prosperity you seek. Action and command work together as two halves of the same creative force, each incomplete without the other. A spoken command sets the intention and directs the unseen power of prosperity, but it is through action that this power finds a channel to manifest. To speak boldly of success and abundance yet remain inactive is like planting a seed and never watering it. The potential exists, but it cannot take root. On the other hand, to take action without the guiding command often leads to striving, frustration, and scattered effort, for it lacks the focus of faith. The spoken command declares your purpose to the universe and aligns your thoughts with the outcome you desire. It sets the tone, inspires confidence, and draws opportunities toward you. But once the command is spoken, you must step forward in obedience to it, making calls, presenting your work, reaching out to clients, exploring ideas, or developing your skills. Each action you take becomes an expression of belief, showing that you trust the command to bear fruit. When command and action move in harmony, they create momentum. Opportunities appear, doors open, and you are ready to walk through them because you have already begun to move. Action energizes your declaration, while the command gives purpose and direction to your effort. This union of inner conviction and outward movement draws people and resources into alignment with your goal. Taking action also strengthens your faith. Each small step forward confirms that the law of prosperity is at work, turning spoken words into tangible results. This cycle, declare, act, and witness results, builds unshakable confidence. Prosperity flows most easily where words of faith are followed by courageous, consistent action, proving that both must work together to bring abundance into full expression. Delays are not denials, but often divine setups for a greater supply than you first imagined. In the journey toward prosperity, it is easy to grow discouraged when results do not appear as quickly as hoped. Yet delay does not mean that the law of increase has failed. It often means that unseen forces are aligning circumstances, preparing people, and arranging opportunities so that the outcome will be richer and more lasting than what you initially expected. Impatience can cloud this truth, tempting you to speak words of doubt or take hasty actions that disrupt the process. But when you recognize that every delay carries a hidden purpose, your heart remains steady and your command unshaken. Faith holds the vision firm during waiting seasons, allowing the unseen work to continue unhindered. What seems like a pause is often a period of preparation. Preparation in your own character, skills, or mindset, and in the environment that will receive you. Sometimes the delay allows you to grow into the success you are seeking, building the wisdom and resilience to sustain it. Other times, it opens the way for better connections, more abundant opportunities, or larger rewards than you could have arranged on your own. Trust that the law of prosperity never withholds. It only multiplies and refines what is coming your way. Holding gratitude and expectation during these pauses keeps your energy aligned with abundance, preventing discouragement from blocking the flow. Instead of questioning the process, affirm that the delay is making room for something greater. When the appointed time arrives, you will often see that the waiting was not a setback, but a divine arrangement that brought a harvest far beyond your original prayer, proving that delays are indeed setups for greater supply. Bold declarations shape a prosperous future because they are the spoken seeds of the reality you will later experience. When you declare something with courage and conviction, you set in motion a creative force that aligns your mind, your actions, and even the circumstances around you toward that outcome. A timid wish rarely moves anything, but a bold declaration carries power, for it reflects a heart that truly believes what it speaks. The energy of your words impresses itself upon your thoughts, strengthening your faith, and that faith draws opportunities to you as surely as a magnet draws iron. Bold declarations are not empty boasting. They are statements of truth spoken in advance of its visible proof. They affirm that prosperity, clients, and opportunities are already moving toward you, even if you do not yet see them. By repeatedly declaring your desired good with confidence, you train your mind to reject doubt and fear. This inner certainty shapes your decisions and actions, making you more willing to step into opportunities as they appear. Such declarations also have an outward effect. People respond differently to someone who speaks with conviction. A confident voice inspires trust, attracts collaboration, and opens doors that hesitation would have left closed. The world often mirrors the tone you set, and bold words invite bold results. When you fill your speech with declarations of abundance, you align with the higher law of prosperity that responds to faith-filled words. Each statement you make becomes a thread in the fabric of your future, weaving a life of growth, success, and increase. By daring to speak your vision boldly and consistently, you shape a future that reflects the strength of your conviction, proving that the spoken word truly creates the path it announces.